Tyler, I guess it's time for me to rage.
Yes.
Okay.
Ready for it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Wet clothing.
Wet clothing. That did bring me into my next topic. Nice, Tyler.
Another topic by Pat.
By Patrick. Thank you, Patrick. Guys, see, viewers, we do listen to you. So, Tyler, wet clothing.
Yes.
I got a story for this. This is a true story. This is a very true story. It's a very embarrassing true story.
Good.
We were kayaking at a state park. Actually, my family, where we went for, I guess it was a couple years where we just had this thing where we just wanted to go to a bunch of different state parks. Do you remember that? And we went to one, because George L. Smith State Park.
I've been there.
We've been there. So George L. Smith State Park got this huge lake, river, swampy area filled with cypress trees. The water's black. I'm sure you remember.
Oh, yeah.
It's filled with alligators. I have seen alligators. I had an alligator actually hit my boat. A little frightening. And we have kayaks. So we have 3 kayaks. And we were kayaking in George L. Smith State Park. We were going to, it's like a 12 miles?
Yeah.
It's a 12-mile kayaking journey. There's 3 different trails you can do. It's really beautiful, really awesome. So we're going, and we even talking, my aunt and uncle were with us. I'm even talking about wasp nests and trees. My uncle had a friend who had just gotten stung by a bunch of wasps. There were a wasp that stung him from a nest in a branch he was cutting off with a chainsaw or something like that. We were talking about that earlier that day. So we were kayaking. So that's the preface. So we're kayaking through these beautiful cypress trees, and I get really close to like this tree, and I lean over because I don't want to like hit the branch. And I'm thinking about these wasps in my mind, so I'm leaning away from it. Well, the kayak starts to go over because you don't want to lean in a kayak. So I reach up to the branch. This is true. And the branch breaks. And I just completely
Splash.
And we flipped the kayak over. We didn't lose anything. We had it all tied down and everything. I'm soaking wet. I'm freaking out because I know there's gators in here. There's water all in my kayak. I'm in the kayak. So we paddle back to a boat ramp we passed for fishing boats or something, or just whatever other boats you could put in that you would need a trailer for. And we get back to that, and there's public restrooms there. So I go and sit naked in a bathroom stall while my uncle in the men's room has like my shirt, or no, he has like my underwear and my pants, and he's drying those with a blow dryer. He's blowing off with that when my mom is in the women's bathroom with my shirt, blowing that off, and I'm sitting there naked in a bathroom stall. Great preface to a story. So they sort of get dry. Not really. They're still soaking wet. It's a hand dryer, one of the old crappy ones anyway. So it's not even a good one. It's not a dryer. It's not a washing machine and dryer, Tyler. Anyway, so I'm sitting in soaking wet clothing, Tyler, soaking wet on a 12-mile kayaking journey. It was 24 miles because we gotta come back so we've been going for about a mile. So now it's a 23-mile kayaking journey that I have to do in soaking wet clothes. And it is summer, and so it felt nice at first to be wet. It just felt nice. It was refreshing. But after about mile 7, I would say, maybe even before that, it starts getting really uncomfortable, especially down in the pants area. Because you're in a kayak seat, and the kayak seats are already not very comfortable because they are built waterproof. They're not, these are not built waterproof, these are very comfortable seats. Kayak seats are not, because they are built waterproof. So you're already getting uncomfortable regardless, and sometimes you just need to, kind of push up on the sides and just, But I'm in soaking wet clothes. I got underwear all bunched up in my pants. I got all sorts of craziness going on down here. I got a life jacket on over a soaking wet shirt being pushed against me. It's a bit windy. So, and Tyler knows I have a very low tolerance for cold.
And it's shady.
It is shady too. It's shady.
Very shady trail.
Yeah, it is a very shady trail. It's
just nice most of the time.
Most of the time, unless you're freezing cold. And Tyler, would you care to tell the audience and the viewers, or the audience / the viewers, about my tolerance for cold?
He's cold at 60 degrees.
Dude, I'm cold at 70. Don't exaggerate, man. Like,
it's pathetic. I'm just plain pathetic.
I wear a jacket I'm no joke. I'm being completely serious. I wear a jacket for anything less than 75 degrees. I have a jacket in the backseat of my car for that purpose.
He's not kidding.
Wet clothes! Ah!
Constipation.
Leave that in. Leave that in. No offense. Hair.
My mouth.
I got hair in my
That's a
mouth.
good topic.
Write that down.
I will.
Wet clothes are just terrible, man. Especially, like, if it's not like that where you're totally soaked and you have, like, your cup of water and you go, whoops. You accidentally spill it.
That wasn't accidental.
Right here. No, let's say you accidentally spilled it right here. Tyler, if I walked up to you and I had a nice big puddle of wetness right here, what would be your first assumption?
You wet yourself.
There you go. Tyler is correct. It's embarrassing. It's just like, no, I just dropped my water on my lap. Sure you did. Sure you did. It's better for ladies, unless they sit in a puddle, and then everybody assumes they wet themselves. Wet clothing in general are terrible. It's like... I hate to say the government should do more stuff and spend more money, but I think they should do this, Tyler. And no, I don't. But I think
No, I don't.
they should put dryers on every street corner, so that they're hooked up. They're
Drying machine everywhere.
Drying machine everywhere. So that if you have that with a little closet next to it, you can get in without pants on. It's not illegal. You can lock the door, or whatever, and access the dryer through there. Or without a shirt on if you're a lady. They should put these dryers on every corner so that when you spill your soda on yourself, when you sit on a puddle, when someone throws a water balloon at you, when you flip your kayak, you can still be presentable, Tyler! You can still be presentable and you can still live your life!